My gosh, oh my gosh. Hey everybody, how you doing? We are live back to the scene of the crime, everybody. Back where I got all the pieing last week. Yes, I counted about 20 pies I got. Oh my gosh. And I tell you, my shirt and my shorts that night, even after being washed, still stink. Still stink like sour milk. Still stink. Good to see everybody. Listen, it's summertime, so I'm doing a little things differently. Everyone is busy. Everyone's enjoying their summer, including myself. So I'm going to be putting game shows in here and there, along with fun things like tonight. I put in my thumbnail, chilling with the Molar Man, how to cope with the heat. And I'm sure at some point in time, you've been to Disney in the heat. I'm sure you have. September and October. And those are warm months, everyone. Those are warm months. I see you guys in there. Mike Wazowski. Actually, Mike, I just want to let you know your gift was sent out today. I got confirmation on that. So congratulations on winning last week. Yep, we had other winners as well. I sent the gifts out. Yes, I know. Ann Gilnax is on the way as well. But we're outside tonight. It's a beautiful night. And welcome in, everyone. Good to see you. Cruising Fun Anytime is in. Let me say hi to everybody. So we got Mike Wazowski in here. Good to see you, Mike. Andrea's Antics. How you doing? Good to see you. Wendy, darling. Hiya, hiya. Here we go. Cruising is fun anytime. That's right. We got Babcock in here. Hey, how you doing, Suzanne? Good to see you. Pamela V from down south. Sometime we'll have a meetup, Pamela. A lot of these New England people should get together. Michelle Kamara, also from New England here. Green Giant. Oh, really? The audio sounds kind of off? Let me know if I sound any better. Let me sound if I any better. How you doing, Julie? Good to see you. Timothy Rainwaters made it in. Timothy, wait. John the Barber is in here. Yes, he is. I saw him. Christina G. How you doing, Christina? Yeah, so I'm using the same microphone I used last week, which got full of pie. Got full of pie. So hopefully everyone's doing good tonight. In a few minutes, perhaps we have somebody who will come on and talk. But how's everyone doing? John the Barber. So you guys can hear me. I didn't know if someone my yeah, that would be awesome, right? If we got to do that. And I'm going to give you some of my tips tonight. I have some in Queen. How you doing? Purple Queen out. A little glitch. All right, we'll try. We'll try. All right, we'll see how that works. And keeps going in and out. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on, hold on. Better. Oh my gosh. Let me gosh. Chad is in here. How you doing, Chad? Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Yes. Can you hear me now? That's what they say. Yes. Nope. Nope. Still no, huh? We'll see here. Let's see here. Audio. Audio. Okay, you hear me. Okay, good, good, good. All right. There we go, everyone. I'm outside. There we go, Purple Queen. I was just saying, I was at the Mets Red Sox game last night on national television, and I tell you, New York Met fans showed up at Fenway, huge, huge, about half the stadium, half the stadium was all Mets fans, and half were Red Sox fans. They travel well. They travel well. Welcome in, Alex. Who's a Rays fan? I can tell by your logo there. Yep, yep. Awesome. Sound is back. Sound is back. All right, Eris, what I was going to do was I was going to give you some of my tips. And still freezing, huh? I'm outside. I'm outside. But anyway, my tips on how to deal with Disney in the heat. In the heat. As you know, when you guys go to Disney, you like to plan a little bit ahead of time. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Let me get closer. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Here we go. And obviously, when you go to Disney, you want to plan accordingly, what to wear and so forth. Stay in the AC is a good tip. That's Susan Babcock's. Please fill in some of your tips too along the way. Yes. How you doing, Surf Bum? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Thanks. I just painted the deck. I painted the deck it rained so much this year, and I finally got it in. All right, so think about it. You're going to Disney, you're thinking about, what am I going to wear? What am I going to bring? So I thought I would put something together. You guys probably know a lot of this stuff, but feel free to leave your tips as well, whether they're steak tips, turkey tips, sirloin tips. I'll take them all. I'll take them all if you have them. Welcome in, Octavia. Welcome in, Octavia. No black clothes. That's right. That's one of my points tonight. Yeah, drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. All right, so what I was thinking, so you're getting ready for Disney, right? You're getting ready to go down. Think about what to wear. Now, some people like dressing up, you know what I mean, with shirts for the family. So they'll have shirts made up. Again, a lot of the shirts may say things on them that they like, but they don't realize it's a dark color. You know, you're going to get hot and sweaty. Some women even wear dresses, like a sundress. I mean, that helps, you know. And yeah, let's go through some of my things, guys. You guys know what's going on. So my daughter bought one of these in Disney, and it worked out a lot. So you can get these right in the parks, everybody. A Magic Kingdom right on Main Street. Yep, right on Main Street. You can pick up one of these. I don't know how much they are now, $25, $30, believe it or not. Or you can get them in Epcot. You can get them in Epcot at near China. Near China has them. Yeah, yeah. It's a misting fan. I know it's kind of bulky to bring around. It really is. And a lot of people don't like carrying something big, so you need to have something to put it in. A misting fan, you know, that works for young kids. You just gotta make sure you have other things to put it on, you know. And also, before I go any further ado, let's see if I can bring on a friend now, everybody. Let's see.
Hey, everybody. How's it going, Anthony?
This is Steve, everyone. Ride the teacup. Steve, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Molar Man?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm out on the deck tonight. We finally got some good weather. Summer showed up finally after all the rain we've had.
We finally got the rain after all the summer we've had.
So it just shifted. It shifted across the country. Oh my gosh. They're all saying hello to you, Steve. They all know him. Ride the teacups, everyone. Yes, yes. So Steve, tell us why you come up with that name. What's the teacups all about?
So we brought our kids to Disneyland when they were 3 months old and 3 years old. And this was before COVID. And when there was a down season, we brought them
Mhm.
at a down season. And it was like Wednesday on a school night in Fantasyland, and we had the plate, like we were one of 4 people in the park. It was amazing. And my 3-year-old, the only thing he wanted to do, Anthony, was ride the
Yeah.
teacups. And we were there with grandma and papa and with aunts and uncles. He took every single adult until no one would spin with him anymore, ever.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
when we came to what is our family Disneyland channel going to be called, there's only one choice. We
Yeah.
ride the teacups.
That's awesome. That's a fun ride for you guys, huh?
Yes. Oh, we love it. I'll go as fast as it goes.
Now, we have a friend who watches this show. His name is Brian. And he was someone who was timid about going on the teacups. But we convinced him to do it. And now he goes on it reluctantly, but he'll do it. Do you want to see him live on the teacups?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Always.
Here we go. This is our friend Brian on the teacups, everyone.
Darn it. I wasn't ready. Can we have a countdown? Oh, God. Oh, God. I got nothing to look at. Oh, God, there's Chucky. That's even worse. Oh, my God. Oh, holy God. Oh, my God. Dude, look at the gimbal. The gimbal's all jacked up. Oh my God. Mike, think of the children.
I'm just focusing on you.
Oh, son of a. Oh my God. That break is gonna suck. Oh my God. Just try not to think about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is awful. Oh.
Todd.
Oh my God. That chili dog. You gotta think about the chili dog. Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. I'm done for the year. I ain't doing it again after that.
This is Brian. Oh my gosh, we convinced him to do it, and he does it for his chat. And now he's on
Oh
Facebook.
my gosh.
Yeah, everyone check him out on Facebook. He goes on there quite regularly now, but he used to be so regular in the parks. But we miss him. We miss him. Oh my gosh, that's one of our fun rides.
awesome.
So thanks for coming on, Steve, because we're talking about keeping cool in the parks, and you do Disneyland more than Disney World, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's still, I mean, it's a warm thing to do. And do you have any tips that you can share to my chat as to what you might do?
I do. There's several things that we love to do when we're in the parks as a family. First off, we stay indoors, man. Make sure that you hit an indoor ride like every other, right? Like whatever you do, try to definitely try to hit that. We bring a stroller each time. On our next trip, our youngest is going to be 5. And you know what, Anthony? We are going to have a stroller with us. And I don't even care if he uses it. I use the storage on the underside of it. We line the bottom of our stroller with water bottles, and we never, ever, ever run out. That's the best tip anybody gave me. I made my channel specifically to tell other people about that one. Beyond that, for stuff that you can actually bring, I like having just a little towel. Throw this under like a water fountain for a second. Throw it on the back of your neck. Maybe dip it on the inside of your shirt. Who cares if it gets wet? It's going to feel better. Trust me. Have that. And then we love trying to save people money. But the one thing we like to do, yours is better than mine. Yours is better than mine.
The cooling towel is huge. You can get these pretty much anywhere. Dunk them in the ice, the cold water, and just wrap it around. And always have a Ziploc bag with you because it will stay wet and you got to put it into something. You know what I mean? At the parks as well.
Yep. Absolutely. And then the last thing, we love to have people not spend money, but these little beauties, these little neck fans, we brought these for our Disney World trip in Florida. And Anthony, my goodness, life savers. You look kind of silly, but you can breathe better than anyone else around you.
Those are very cool.
They're amazing. Just recharge them at night. Last the whole day. It's awesome. It's so awesome.
So you probably have to take those things off if you're going on a ride, maybe, because they might fly off. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll wear these when I'm outdoors out in the sun or whatever else. Throw them real quick in the backpack for a ride, and then throw them back on when I'm feeling the need. That the fans I can really use, as you feel like you need them instead of all day. But oh my God, I cannot stress how big of a deal those fans were. And so yeah, definitely get yourself a pair of neck fans.
Because I know some people going down to Florida soon to go to Disney, and they were going to watch the stream tonight or watch the replay of this to get some ideas. So water is first and foremost. Make sure you're hydrated, dress correctly, right? So
yeah,
let me see if I can. Yeah, definitely. So like we gave one of these away last week. So you got these tumblers, you got hydro flasks as well, like this.
Yep, that's what we use.
Yeah, you can keep them cold, 6, 8, 12 hours. So if you want to fill
forever.
Yep. Fill it up with ice at your resort and water, and you can get water anywhere in the parks, and keep filling it up, guys. So always have your water. And as far as the ice is concerned, especially with those cooling towels, that's where it also comes in handy.
Yep.
You can wrap. Yeah. Awesome. Yep. That's number one and first and foremost. That's right.
I'll even put it just under my hat sometimes, and just exactly it. Just throw my hat, look like a real tourist, and
there he is.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good. It's worth the dirty looks, Anthony. It's worth the dirty looks.
You're ready to go in the jungle behind my house wearing that. Look at
that's
that.
Right.
Yeah, this is the neck fan you're talking about right there.
Yep,
lightweight.
That's exactly it.
Yep. This one doesn't require batteries. Look at that. So this.
Yep, it just uses a charging cable.
Yep. Oh man, so you can pick these up at the China and Japan pavilions, it says. So even if you forgot them at home, I think you would pay a pretty penny in Disney to get them there. Absolutely. Yes. Welcome, man, the Curtis family. He's calling me a legend. You're the legend, the Curtis family. He was in the news recently. I don't know if many people know about that. He's got an awesome dog. He made the news, everyone.
Yes. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Welcome to Johnny Neverland, Monarch Miracles, Travel and Foodie Warriors. They've been in the heat too. They went in the heat. I see. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. Balaban channel. Good to see you. Yeah. So you talked about the cooling towels. Here's one here. You can get them on Amazon. There they are. They work. Look how small they are. They fold right up. You just want to keep them cool. Now, what I was also thinking of, Steve, was when you go to the parks, let's say you're walking into Magic Kingdom. It's really hot on Main Street. Do you know any tricks to get around the heat or the people? Like what's a tendency you might do?
So yeah, man, for our first trip, when we want the kids to see the castle, you got to stay in the center of Main Street so that you can actually see the castle. But 1.5 seconds after that, Anthony, immediately after they take a quick view, jump into a shop. I don't care which side. I'm sure you know this. A lot of our other viewers know this. A lot of people don't. Every single shop on Main Street is connected all the way down. You can go indoors all the way down through air conditioning and make your way off to the hub.
And they won't regret it just for the air, because those shops, like the Emporium, is shopping, but the other side, there's some cool things in there that you probably didn't even know were there.
Yep.
You got some expensive items that are in glass cases that you probably could never afford, but you can see, like a castle or glass blowing areas. You guys, these are things I didn't know this was here. And you can walk right through in the air conditioning as well. That's right.
Yep, that's also a great way to get around when parades are going by. Jump through the shops and you can get from one side to the other and not jump over everybody.
That's right. That's how you stay cool, everyone. Walk the sides as well. So even in the parks, Steve, there are places we can go to keep cool, right? I mean, they have misting stations you can go to. And let me see, like Toontown has like one of these for the kids. You see that? They can jump around and play in the water. So if you're in that area, why not walk through it? And also in Adventureland. Yes, you guys all know where this is, right? Adventureland by the Jungle Cruise. They spray mist. Go ahead and walk through there, But do you know what also is close by to these tikis that spray mist?
A couple camels.
Everyone knows on this channel what is close by. There he is, everyone. And what do you think he's doing? He is spitting, spitting, and spitting. Welcome in, Sarah J. We're talking how to stay cool in Disney, and these are some areas. Just gotta watch out where this guy spits.
Watch out, they
He'll
spit.
get you pretty good. They do. But there's ways to beat the heat. You just got to be just think ahead of time what you're doing. Over in Epcot, you got, when I was a kid, I used to stand up there and take it right in the face. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they allow that.
I did too. I don't want to tell people, but don't do that. But I totally did that.
Don't do that. Yep. And if you're a Disney DVC member, you can right in that building behind it. There's an area you can go in that's air conditioned right upstairs in there. So that's if you're part of DVC as well. Epcot, you might have been to these places too.
Yeah.
So these are like the cool wash. So yeah, they pretty much missed you in here too. It's just a cool area to go to and stay cool. Pretty much every corner of the park has something like this. You see the fans going, blowing mist on you. Yes, we've all done these.
I'm still trying to get Disney to replace the water from the mist with the Beverly, but so far they haven't done it for me yet.
Oh, you know what? That would be amazing.
It'd be something. I don't know if amazing is the word.
It'll be slippery and sticky all over that floor. Oh my God. Yeah. Green Giant likes the leaping fountains. Yeah, it was his favorite when he was there. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna get to rides in a bit where to stay cool, but we're talking about the prepping of going. So we're prepared, wearing the right clothing. We're drinking the water. We got the cooling towel, the water. You can get water and ice anywhere. So don't think like if you run out, that's it. You know what I mean?
Including at restaurants. Restaurants will give you a cup of ice water for free. Don't be shy.
Yep. Refill your ice. Don't be shy about that. And you can do that all the time. That's right. Also, we talked about some cooling stations there, and there's some restaurants you can go into and have lunch, a sit-down lunch, opposed to eating outside. So when do you think the heat's the worst, Steve? When we're at the parks?
Oh my gosh! Right, yeah, right at lunchtime. Sun's right overhead, right when everybody's hungry. Worst part of the day to try.
Right in the middle of the day, and everyone is. And sometimes you're like, I'm doing everything. I'm gonna go and go and go. Oh, but you need to be realistic about the heat. The heat is real, everybody. So be realistic. And if you have to go inside and have lunch, go inside and have lunch. You know what I mean? Now, if you go to Animal Kingdom, there's a place that's outside, but it's called the Dawa Bar. And it's an open air place, but it's in the shade. They got fans, and it's actually cool in here. And a lot of people run into this place, especially when it rains. See how big it is in there? So it's shaded. You get a lot of places to sit, and you can go and have a drink, everyone. So that's another thing. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, yes. They're the mojitos. You can get mojitos there, everyone. Look at that. That's right. Oh, yes. Yeah, so that's what you can do to stay cool.
I'm getting thirsty just looking at your pictures. Goodness.
I know. I know. That looked really good. I had to put that on. The mojito looked really good. Now, people in the chat are talking about all sorts of things. So, does someone mention eat more Dole Whip? So that's something someone will do. Okay, there you go. See, those are places you can go to stay cool. Also, cost. So someone went to the Dawa Bar, right? Yep, she went there. Ice cream. Yeah. So everyone has their favorites. So let's get into some of our ice creams, perhaps. So we talked about Dole Whip. There you go, everybody. That's how you stay cool.
Yep.
Whether you want to split it with your family members or buy everyone their own, all depends how much you want to split. What are you choosing out of those right there? Any particular?
So I'm one of those terrible people. I am not a pineapple guy, but I'll take the raspberry Dole Whip all day long. All day long.
Wow. Yeah, I like them all. I can do them all. I really can.
Nice.
Dole Whip. Yes. Everyone's saying that. Welcome in, Zippity Doo Dog. Good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, so I like the Dole Whips. You can get those pretty much anywhere. Even at some resorts have them. And or you find on the carts down the street. Yeah, Mickey's Premium Bar. I don't know if those prices are up to date or not, to be honest with you, but
I'm sure they're missing
There
a
you go.
zero somewhere. That's
Yes, ways to beat the heat. Ways to beat the heat. All right. So I'm going to get to the chat in a second to see what they're eating. There's some more treats, everyone. So you're going to see these everywhere you go. Hey, Clayton, welcome in. You got the Mickey bars. I have to go with that every time.
same. I'm the same.
Yeah. Frozen banana.
That's my wife's. Mrs. Teacups loves the frozen banana.
Yeah. So you got all sorts of options in Disney to stay cool. It all depends what time of day, what you want to do. So when you visit Disney and you're staying at a resort, like I always stay inside the parks anyway.
Yep.
I'm always realistic with my family. I say I do want to try everything. I want to do everything in the course of the time I'm there. But in the middle of the day, we often do go back to our resort. Take advantage of your resorts, everybody, especially in the middle of the day. So you go back there, you might have like 8 pools at your resort you don't even know about. Quiet pools, you know what I mean? Take a walk around and see what you have. Yeah, so I like going to Coronado Springs, everyone. Coronado is one of my favorites. So there's their pool, okay? Now, this pool is huge. I'm talking huge. So there's no problem in finding an area here where you can be somewhat secluded, by yourself. Plenty of places to sit. And in the background there to the right, there's also a kids area with a smaller pool. And they got their own slide. You'll see the lifeguard there on the right-hand side. He's watching their own slide, which has a cougar on it. No, not a female, like a real cougar.
How do you know how old that lifeguard is?
You never know on this show what cougars are on there. And yes, you go by the cougar every time you slide down. Now, all Smiles mentions don't climb those stairs. I went as high as those vines, you see. You can sit down on the vines at the bottom. So we posed for a picture there. Yep. Oh, so nice there. Some other people enjoy going to other places. Caribbean Beach.
That's my spot. Yep.
Look at that.
We chose this hotel specifically for this pool, and we were not disappointed.
Look at that pool, everybody. Oh my gosh. And a beautiful day too. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. So you gotta remember there's quiet pools as well. And even at the Swan and Dolphin, they share privileges, and you have multiple pools there you can use. And it's not too far from Epcot. So go back, use the pool, just refresh, walk right back to the boardwalk, pick up a margarita on the boardwalk because they have a margarita cart right there, and hard lemonade. That's right. That's right. What's your favorite too, Doug? That's awesome. That's awesome. So let me get back to the chat here. So any tips in the chat? See, Lorna loves the Mickey bars too. So are you guys in the chat going back to your resorts midday, or are you like hanging out in the parks all day and just sweating it out? Because I want to tell you, when I stayed at Port Orleans Riverside, we went back to our room and our door didn't work. So we walked all the way to the princess rooms. We get to the room to change because we're sweaty and go use the pool. We go to use the door with the wristband and the magic band, and it doesn't work. We had to call the front desk with our cell phone. They came out in a golf cart. They changed the device in the door. It took over an hour. So we said, I know. So now we can't use the pool because we have a dinner reservation.
Oh, no.
So because of the inconvenience, this is back when they had fast passes. They gave us all 2 fast passes each for anything we wanted. So it worked out. We got to do something we didn't want to, but it was a bummer for a couple hours there. So All Smiles just hangs out all day, but she lives in Florida, so it doesn't matter. She's at the beach all the time. Pamela V likes the Mickey sandwiches. Yeah. So, oh man, Michelle Kamara does the Dole Whips. That's how she stays cool. Johnny Neverland, parks all day. And I've only used a pool once. That is too funny.
Nice.
Curtis, Riverside doesn't require bands now. My last fit. Oh, good. So they changed it. We probably broke the code. That's it. It was us that made them change. It was up.
They call it the Molar Man policy.
We made them mad. Forget it. Oh my God. What did Lorna say? She slogged it out all day.
Oh,
she
no.
ended up, oh no, Lorna. So the heat is real. You got to realize that. You got to realize that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I always take a day or two off just to use the pools to begin with.
Yeah, we always suggest that if you're going to be there for 4 or more days, take a rest day, because one, your feet can't take that realistically, right? Like you're not an Olympic training or anything like that. Take a day, enjoy the pools, enjoy the rest, give your feet a break, enjoy the shade, all that stuff. Yep.
That's amazing. Wow. Pants fans are really nice. Pants fans, that's such a thing.
I think I've seen something like that, but I'm scared to Google.
Oh my god! Yeah, don't Google that. That might be something for my show. That could be a question I could have. Oh my god! Did they have a sign with their picture? We're changing it. We're changing the slogan here. Oh my gosh! Also, a few other things here, Steve. Let's say you're going. You are doing the parks during the heat. Some good suggestions are to do rides that have lines that are inside opposed to outside.
Yeah, we like to go every other. So yeah, big deal. Be intentional.
Yeah. So think of like Space Mountain, for instance. That line originates way in there, so you know you're going to be in a line for a good amount of time in the air conditioning. Yep. So look at the keys. The cues of the rides. See if they're in the shade or not. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah,
that'll help
even
out a lot.
Pirates is an outdoor line, but it's all shaded, so that's really helpful too. That counts.
It does. Yep. All these. Yeah. It's a thing. All right, I'm gonna look that up. Pants fans. Oh my gosh. Did they get that from the edible underwear store? That's what I want to know. Traveling foodies. Edible underwear store that has pants fans. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. But anyway, even as you're doing a ride, everyone, take advantage of the opportunities to stay inside even after the ride. Because what do they often do? They drop you off maybe at a gift shop, but other times
in the gift shop.
The gift shop, or even other things like Test Track, right? It drops you off with all these cars. Go check them out. Enjoy the air inside. Oh my gosh. Even on Space Mountain, it drops you off at a gift shop. But there's an area in back where you could actually charge all your cell phones. There's the cell phone charging station. So you can do a lot of, there's a lot of things I never noticed before until you take the time to actually look in areas. That's right. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's look at some areas we could go to stay cool at the parks. I know I'm doing more of Florida than Disneyland.
That's all good. We research it all. So
so when you're thinking of the Magic Kingdom, here you go. This is stuff that the majority is indoors are covered here. The Tiki Room, obviously. It's a Small World. And these are things that, you can go in there for a good 20, 25 minutes. Magic, yep. Under the Sea, Little Mermaid, yep. The Country Bears, you guys know all these things. The Hall of Presidents. That's a good take for a long time.
That's a great list.
Yeah. Monsters, Inc. And the Carousel of Progress. Whether he's working or not, everyone, it's a good take. Tons of places you see there in Epcot. Tons. Grand Fiesta Tour.
And I'm noticing they're spread out in all the different lands too. So wherever you are, you'll find one. Find one.
Yeah. Some people have no option but to go when it's hot. You know what I mean? Disney's hot a lot of times, but it's almost like some people wait till January to go or February when it's sometimes they do experience, you have to wear a sweatshirt in Florida. And I've done that before too. In January, I had to wear a sweatshirt one day in Florida.
Yep, that's us. We like going in. Our last trip to Disneyland was in February. Our last trip to Disney World was in April for exactly that reason. But we're really lucky. We have the ability to go during those times. I know a lot of people don't, and so.
Welcome in, Sean Urban. Good to see you. So Sean is going down to Florida pretty soon, so he knows, and he knows how to stay cool because he drinks in every single land when he goes. Yep.
I was I was wondering if you were going to bring this up. The child care centers, the mom's rooms, the baby rooms. They're called different things. Do you know about these, Anthony?
Nope, my daughter is kind of older now, so
Oh,
that's it.
these are. Do you mind if I go
Yeah,
off
go
on a
ahead.
little? Oh my
Please,
gosh,
please.
they're amazing. There is one in every single Disney park, every theme park in Disney World and in Disneyland. Every park has one, and so it's indoors. There's no cost to use it. It's indoors, air conditioned, and it's not just a place to kind of escape the heat, especially with your little one. They have things that you may have forgotten or not had enough of, like extra diapers, extra wipes, all those baby needs and things. And there's actually they're actually sold at a reasonable price. They don't seem to have the incredible, Disney tax stacked onto it. And then on top of that, they even have just, rooms where you can sit down and maybe like watch a TV show, and like all of the walls are one color, and it's very intentionally not stimulating. So it's not just a place for you and your kids to go and escape the heat or get anything you've missed. It's also a place for kids that are overstimulated to just kind of sit down and relax, and it's a nice calm place in the park that a lot of people don't know about. And every park has one, and it's amazing. And dads are allowed to go too. I checked.
I was thinking that when my daughter was little, kids do cry, get upset. You hear them, they're cranky and stuff. So you really do need a place to go with them. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Because it does ruin it for a lot of people in a way if no one takes care of the kids. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's right. That's right. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's right. Now, as you get older, and I go there without kids. Some of us have kids and we want to go without them. And,
Only if you take me, Matt. Only if you take me.
The thing is, we did go without my daughter one time, and to this day, she still remembers that time that we went.
My
You know what I
parents
mean?
went to Disney World without me. Yes, I have not. For that was 25 years ago. I have not let them off the hook for it. Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
That's it. That's it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So, anyone in the chat, what are your favorite places to go to stay cool? That's what I want to know. Maybe you have a spot that I didn't mention. I'm not pretending to know all this stuff either. I'm just going by my experience, Steve's experience here, because I know a lot of you have your own tips. So I was asking you as well to bring them in. So maybe you got a spot, maybe at a resort you go to. A lot of people, every bar, Sean Urban, every bar is. Yeah, some resorts are very cool. Some take the boats. You know what I mean? And stay cool that way. Use their transportation, the buses that are air conditioned.
Yep.
Just to stay. Yep. Carousel of Progress. That's a good one. Club Cool. Yeah, we were talking about that place. Yep. Yep. Sean, we were talking about walking in all the shops down Main Street. And yeah. Lorna says, because she went to the hospital, she was so hot that she went straight to the North Pole after she visited Magic Kingdom. And she's all healed up now. Yeah, Santa must have took care of her.
Santa takes care of her as well. That's funny.
Yeah, so Sean says so we talked, Sean, you must have just come in after we talked about these things. So Sean, maybe you can tell us where these lounges are. I know there's one at Epcot. We talked about that over by Figment. Now that you are a DVC member, Sean, are there any more around other than that one that I noticed? So the Wilderness Lodge, Geyser Point boat ride from MK to yeah, you get a nice breeze probably, right? Green Giant, how could I forget about those, right? The water parks. Oh my word. Someday I miss Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach. That's right. Oh my gosh. Does the fountain count? So here you go. The Curtis family brings out a good point, and I've seen it more than not that the fountains in Disney are used by people soaking their feet. Some people even laying in them. I don't think that's allowed. I don't.
Yeah, they do it, but they only do it once because they ain't coming back. Those people get trespassed and are not coming back to the park again.
Oh my God!
Please don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. I've seen it on the news, people laying in there. Yeah, yeah. So this is Leslie. Leslie is going down very soon. So Leslie, we talked about a bunch of things already that may help you. And it's about staying cool in Disney, Leslie. So hopefully you're prepared. We talked about the clothing, the things it's better if you bring your own items down because you buy them in the park. It's more expensive, but they do have them there. And hopefully you're staying inside the parks if you can. So Epcot has one more DVC. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right, that's what I thought. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's a no-no. The one by Remy's. But you get a picture in it. It'll be memorable. It'll be memorable.
It's not real champagne, John. Stay away from it.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Villain's Lair. There's also one at Lake Tower. Okay. Bay Lake. All right. There you go. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. That's good to know, Sean. We didn't know that. Yeah. So we've talked about the rides that keep you cool. What else do we got here? I touched on. So if you're still here, Leslie, when you walk around the parks, you'll see these things all around. Just prepare yourself on the prices, will you? These. Yeah. Keep yourself hydrated. We have the hydro flasks. We have the cooling towels.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I'm surprised how many people don't know you can bring your own food and drinks into the park. You can bring your own waters. Like, we bring in, 20 bottles of water for the 4 of us, and nobody bats an eye. You are allowed to do that. And so, man, you've said it a couple times. I cannot overstate, have that water, stop and drink the water. If you feel it, stop, before it gets a little too late. Have the water, don't stop drinking it. And yeah, man, it's real. It's real. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Don't Lorna yourself.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, Leslie, I pack frozen water bottles, frozen protein. Yeah, so you're prepared ahead of time. Yep. Wear light clothing, that stuff. But at the same time, I deal with heat every day delivering mail. So when it gets to 90 outside here in Boston, the mail truck, which has a fan this big in it, by the way, I don't have air conditioning in my mail truck, blows the warm air around. So inside that truck, it can get up to, you can't believe it. So I have tons of water. Customers are very nice. So yeah. So Doug knows, free ice water at every quick service.
Yep.
There you go. And don't be afraid to go in and get it. I don't know if the Disney water still tastes strange. I don't know. Sometimes it does. Yep. John the Barber, that's what I do. Go back to the pool, enjoy it. That's right. And a lot of sunscreen. I forgot about that. the sunscreen. That's right. I know.
I bring the Neutrogena 100 SPF because this is not a camera trick. This is my color skin. I am fully aware that I'm going to die of skin cancer. I've accepted it. That's what's going to happen. But 100 SPF, it's out there. Use it. Use it twice a day at least. Don't forget to reuse it.
That's right. A lot of streamers I see using umbrellas too. You know, it helps them out if they're bald, the top of their heads. You never know. Yes. Some ice water tastes like Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what I thought. It does. There's a taste to it. That's funny. So did Pierce make it in? I think Pierce made it in. How you doing, Pierce? Good to see you. Oh my gosh. So how many times have you been to Magic Kingdom, Steve?
So I have, last time we went to Disney World, we went to Magic Kingdom 3 days, and my wife got to sneak an extra day in, which was awesome. I haven't been to Disney World before that for like 25 years. You know, we live in Arizona, and it's half the cost is just getting there. So it's been a while, but I'm sure because we bump into each other a lot. We watch all of the streamers and try to live vicariously as best we can through that. So I am I haven't been there as often as I'd like, but certainly very familiar with it.
Yeah. It's been a little over a year and change for me down in. I go to Florida because I have a place down there, but it's the other coast. So so sometimes I take a ride across to Disney. But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But when we talk about the heat in Disney, it's mostly you're walking to the next thing. But we're trying to make it easier for you in the heat. Maybe you're walking out to see Star Wars and everything, and that's right in the open. It's hot. You know what I mean? So you got to prep yourself for the walks, and your children as well over the years. That's right.
Yep. One of the things we actually like to do before Disney tripping, I got to make sure my kids aren't in earshot because they don't know we have one that we're about to go on.
Uh-oh.
We will specifically prep for the walk. We will go, whether you take on like a Disney 5K or something. We just go do laps around our neighborhood park, as many as we can stand before we're all ready to pass out. Because it's not just the heat. You are going to put 20,000 steps on your feet, and like I'm used to 8. Right. Some other people are less. So, prep for your trips. Walk, get some new walking shoes with grip, with soles. It hurts my soul when I see pictures at Disney wearing flip-flops. I don't understand you people. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I couldn't do it.
I know a lot of people who wear them.
I do too. I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
But fair. You're exactly right.
Yep. Disney Springs is a good place to go. It is. All good. And good socks. It's a good socks. That's what Leslie says. That's right.
Yep.
So also at a certain time, I would say around dusk, things cool off just a tad. So after you prepped yourself back at your resorts, perhaps midday, go right back out. Maybe you changed, you feel 100% better.
Yep.
Go take in the fireworks, some shows. And speaking of shows, you have a Beauty and the Beast to go see, a Nemo show. That's right. And some people do have scooters. That's right.
Yep.
You do? Oh, Doug, really? I guess you got to park it somewhere, and then you do have to get up and walk. That's right. The scooters. Yeah, I forgot about those. Yep. But a lot of people buy. See, I always get good sneakers from when I go to Disney. Like I buy like a good walking shoe.
Yeah, and we don't buy it right before we go. Like I'm actually due to pick them up probably in the next week or two. You want time to break them in. You don't want brand new, never been worn before shoes the day of a Disney trip. You give them a couple weeks to break it in. My hair is getting a little long and crummy because I'm gonna do the haircut 2 weeks before the trip too. So.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. That's right.
Short hair, man. Everything is all about the heat. Chop it off.
Well, welcome in first place. Good to see you. So I like doing thrill rides, and of course the breeze of those just feels so good. You know what I mean? Whether you're doing the Tower of Terror or you're doing the Mine Train. Yeah. So let me see. Does anyone have a favorite pool they go to? I want to know where people are hanging out. Like what resorts are you going to, everybody? Because we used to love going to Splash Mountain, and they had the the laughing place got changed on the last ride. It got changed, everyone. But yes.
I'm not taking your recommendation on pools anymore.
That is too funny. Oh man. Chop the hair off. Chop the hair off is blasphemy. John the Barber is ready to give haircuts, everyone, just in case. See, quiet pools are great. I found a few at Coronado, and it was like, oh wow. I'm like the one or two people in it. Felt so good.
Yeah, my kids are now 5 and 8. We don't do quiet anything, but yeah, for adults that want that, I think just about every resort has one. So
First Placer likes Caribbean Beach. I was just showing that First Placer, that one right there.
First Placer and I are good friends, especially like right at sunset. Oh, yeah. It's so pretty. I've actually got a video up of it at sunset. It's so pretty.
Oh, that looks amazing. Yeah. Stayed at the Swan. I stayed at the Swan the last time I was there because it shares privileges. Like I said, I think it's Marriott owned too, if I remember correctly.
I believe so, but I believe it's still considered. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's still considered a Disney Deluxe, right? Is that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, it's a good. Spot.
I went in because I got Marriott points and stuff, so I started taking advantage of that. And
oh, nice.
But you don't realize, you think you're getting a good deal on those hotels over there because it may come up as $210 a night, but then all the fees that they include at the end, like I'm like, really? Then it's like the price of a real hotel. It's like $489. I'm like, what happened? Where'd it go?
Your surcharges, your resort fees, your extra Disney fees, your
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
pay a fee, because you paid the other fees.
Brian
Hey,
and I,
Brian and Ed,
yeah.
they're my new friends. I just met up
Yes.
with them a couple of weeks ago. We love Brian and Ed.
You met up in person? You saw them, or
Not in person. No,
Oh, yeah.
we've been crashing each other's streams over the last couple of weeks.
Oh yes, yes.
We love them. They're awesome.
No, the Swan and Dolphin are definitely good places to go because you can quickly leave Epcot and just walk over there, change up, and
Yep.
you go buy Beaches and Cream too if you want to get an ice cream, and
a whole
yeah,
kitchen sink.
yeah, the kitchen sink, and come right back afterwards. I love their pools too. A lot of activities. They got their own little area outside the lobby where you can get your iced coffees. Yeah, so they're very, very convenient located there. I like that.
Yep.
Like that a lot. What's this about a minion killer? What's going on here? Someone said something.
The taxes on the fees. That's right. He had a great nickname on his name tag from the villain's lair. I forget what it's called because I don't remember. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
So the Skyliner, really can't beat it. Can't beat it. I still haven't been on it. I've been under it, but never went on it.
I love the Skyliner, but I don't think that I would do it in the middle of the intense heat. I've heard from other people that it's fine, but I don't think I'm that brave.
Yeah,
that's just me.
But I think it might be really, really hot in there.
Yep.
Because I think it's just windows, right? They don't have air conditioner on those things, do they?
That is my understanding. And when we went on again, we were there in an April, but it was breezy. It was nice. We were never uncomfortable in it ever. I would worry about it, right? I would worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. But in fact, I met the Chronicles of Heather. Remember her? She used to be called Vacation Exploration. We met up right under the Skyliner right there. So that's
oh, that's fun.
Yeah. That was cool. She was streaming back then. Now she does a lot of vlogging. Yeah, yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Now, as you know, my favorite ride over in Hollywood Studios is the Tower of Terror. And while I'm there, I bang out that, and I bang out the Aerosmith roller coaster as well, if I can. I go early. I go early to hit those both because one of them has a single rider on it. My family won't do that with me. Open vents with a breeze. Okay, so the breeze is what's key on that.
Yeah.
So if you get stuck, you get warm breezes. Okay, all right. The moment it becomes a hot. Oh, see, that's what. Yeah, yeah. Holy moly, goodness. Oh my God, David T is welcome. David T goes live too, everyone. If you haven't seen David T, Monarch. That's right. I did do it 200 times. And I still was sweating. After that. Yeah.
That's still a record for you, right, Mr. Record Holder?
For me, I don't know if I can beat that because they don't. Although I knew everybody on the ride back then. I knew all that, like the bellhops and the guy that actually ran it, and they all were in cahoots with me and my three friends on doing it. And now it's like I don't know who you can be friends with to.
Oh.
Kind of
I'd go with you on that 20 times in a row. I'd do it I'd do it all day. I love it.
It was so fun. We did it about 16 or 17 times a day because we still want to do other things. We had we go to the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. We wanted to do other stuff, but we'd make a beeline first thing in the morning to Hollywood Studios and just here they come. So that they had the headsets
here
on.
They come.
Here they come.
I love it.
I know it. It was good. That was oh my gosh. Yes. She's got an upcoming trip. Leslie, you're going to have a great time. So tell us about Disneyland a little bit. A lot of these friends in my chat have never been there. Now, it's obviously smaller than our parks, but
it is.
What would you tell them is the difference between what you have and what we have?
Walt built it. That's so I can make a lot of people really mad and just completely hose over my subscriber count, right? So Disneyland for me has a lot of nostalgia. So I don't know how unbiased my opinion can truly be, right? But it is smaller, but it's also more compact. So the walkways, for better or worse, aren't quite as wide, but you're also not walking as far in between attractions. Generally, Disneyland has better shade, but I mean, that's good because the sun is more actively trying to kill you there. And I think a lot of the Disneyland rides, in my opinion, are superior to the Disney World counterparts. But the Disney World queues and the lines and those interactive elements that you guys have over there cannot be beat. It's absolutely amazing, the interactive queues that are out at Disney World. But I mean, they're both good. They're both awesome. My preference, my heart will always belong to Disneyland. I will never balk at an opportunity to go to Disney World. So it's not a one or the other, right? But you do need to have more time in the shade because it's kind of a desert out there, and it is hot.
What's the prices for Disneyland?
So Disneyland, obviously, depending on where you get tickets, you can generally get in for a single park, maybe $110 to $130 a day, depending on where you're going. I think is where you can break under that $100 a day. I could be mistaken, so so don't hold me that. You can always check it. We have our travel partners that that we prefer. It's your stream, so I'm not going to plug my stuff, but there's a lot of good travel agents that'll get you good deals. Most of them should be free for people to use, so definitely be checking them out. Park hopping at Disneyland is very different than park hopping at Disney World. They share there's a little central area, and like Disneyland's over here, and Disney and California Adventure's over there. So like park hopping at Disneyland is a 6-minute ordeal. A 6-minute walk, where at Disney World, great. You're getting on one or more modes of transportation. It can take an hour or more for that. So there's a lot of differences, but either way, you still got to be prepared for that heat. So this is a great video either way.
So when I started at the post office, the first thing I did was put in a transfer for Southern California.
Nice.
Because I have family members. My sister-in-law is from Laguna Beach. So I wanted to live in Orange County, California, because it was a beautiful spot. I loved it there. And I said, this is the weather I want to deliver mail in all the time.
Yep.
And so we went to Disneyland while we were there. That was the only time I ever been. And we got there when it opened. My dad he's got to be there before the gates open up. So we're like right on the gates. First thing in the morning, grabbed us kids. And I'll always remember that. I wasn't young then, but it was like he was got us up early to do it. Yeah, only time I ever been, and I liked it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So David T's going on a Disney cruise. You ever been on one of those?
I have not. I would love to. My youngest is 5, and a Disney cruise is a bit expensive. So we would love to go when he's a little bit older and can do some more things, especially on the island and staying up late and things. So it is high on the list, but I'm waiting for my kids to get a little older for that. So we would absolutely love to do that. Yeah.
I haven't done a Disney cruise either. I've done all sorts of other ships, but not a Disney cruise. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I've seen a lot of people on them. So.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So we got a lot of people coming in late. So I'm just going to recap the things that we talked about. I only wanted to be on for about an hour tonight, and we're almost at that point. So we talked about, everybody, the cooling towels. So there you have them right there. You can get them on Amazon reasonable, or you can buy them in the parks. You can get them on the carts you see on Main Street. You can also get them, because that's where we got ours right here. We got the Disney one with the Mickey Mouses on it, the cooling towels. Just make sure you have a Ziploc bag with you, because they will get wet, and you want to put them in the Ziploc bag, throw them in your backpack for the rest of the day. Always keep them cool. We talked about hydro flasks or anything that holds your drink cold for 8 to 12 hours or so, maybe even longer. There you go, right there. It works. Just fill it with ice, and you're on your way, everybody. Yep. You got your fans. You talked about your neck fans. I've seen Tom Does Disney wears one. Samantha Lowe wears one. They come in handy, and they're kind of bulky. Some people don't like carrying that stuff around with them, but again, if you have a place for it, it comes to your advantage as well.
And
spray.
ladies with long hair, watch the fans. Make sure your hair gets situated. You don't want any of that.
Yeah, we got the misting fan we talked about, something my daughter bought while she was there, and she doesn't mind being wet, so her face looked like she was constantly sweating, but it wasn't. It was the mist and the fan, and after a while, I got jealous that she was using it, so I ended up borrowing it, and that's another area you can get. And again, those are more than $25 for that. Just letting you know if you wanted to buy something like that. We talked about cooling places outside. Pierce, you weren't here, but we talked about these. The tikis blow mist, right? You just run around. And soon after, while you're getting there and staying cool, you get the old camel comes along and gets you in the wrong place. He spits everybody, so be careful. He spits. And then from our childhood, we all remember this, and it's still going. It is still going. The hopping waters, we all see that. And good place to be to stay cool, because you can go do Figment afterwards as well. We talked about Club Cool. We got the Cool Wash over there. Yep, they got misting fans. They got nice cool area. You get your drinks. Stay right there. The Frozen Zone. Yeah. Come off a test track, you can go right on that thing, and it's beautiful. Toontown. Also, every so often you'll see that go off. The kids will see it. They'll go have a good time on that. So there's areas you'll see. Just depends what part of the park you're in. I know Sean and Pierce in our chat probably been to the Dawa Bar. I was talking about this, even though it's open aired. This and the Flame Tree Barbecue also is open air, but they are fans. They're in the shade to eat outside. And as you can see here, there are fans in there, and it's in the shade. Have a drink. If it's raining even, you can go in there as well and have your, look at that mojito. That looks so good. I'm definitely going to have this mojito. Welcome in, Fulton. Good to see you. Sean has had this. I think this might be Sean's table, actually. All three of them are his. Sean, that's right. It is his table. And we talked about the carts you see along the street. The Mickey bar is my favorite. Sometimes I get the sandwich. You get the strawberry fruit bar, the lemonade. Some people go for the bottled water there and the Powerade. Those are, but I guess a lot of people will simply go for the Dole Whip, which you can get right there in Adventureland, and also over by Ohana. You can get that as well. Yes, Disney Fan 1, what's going on? The Disney Baker, welcome in. The Baker's in the house. And we talked about midday being the hottest time. And we talked about going back to your resort. Some people are hesitant. They want to get as much done as they can. But if you're there in the summertime heat, just take it, be realistic about it. There's no shame in taking the air-conditioned bus back, or however you're getting back to your hotel, monorail, washing up, use the pool quickly, and go right back out. You feel like $100, $1,000 when you go back out. Again, one of my favorite pools is here at Coronado. Love this area, and they have a bunch of quiet pools as well. We talked about this pool over here at Caribbean Beach. Very cool pool. You've been there. Others have been there in the chat, and there's many other good pools. Even the All-Star resorts have nice pools. A lot of kids, if you can handle that. I mean, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Those are ways to stay cool. And the list I showed you guys, how to beat the heat and rain. There you go. It's tough to be a Bugs on there and a dinosaur. There's many. The Beauty and the Beast show is great, just to get out of it. Again, check out the lines. You got the Genie Plus now, so you may be able to get Genie Plus, which gets you right out of those queues there. Those keys that are outside, and there's lots of pools at these resorts, Sean. I know. So I was just sharing some things with you guys tonight. And Art of Animation. Now, that pool, Pierce, do they still play music underwater there or not? I heard they play music underwater, but I know
I didn't know
there
they
was an
did that.
accident. There was an accident. A kid stayed under too long, and because of the music. So I don't know if they stopped that. They do. They still play music. So you'll hear like Little Mermaid songs when you go under the water, like they play music under. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I didn't know they still played. Sunscreens, umbrellas. See, Leslie, these are all the tips. So I want you to go down there, have a good time, and let us know how those tips worked. Hopefully it doesn't rain on you. Hopefully it cools off a little bit more. Yes. Sean's a DVC member now. So hopefully, Sean, if you cannot use any of your DVC points, let me know. Let me know I'm up the street. I'll be happy to take them off your hands and go down. Yes, awesome. So everyone, Ride the Teacups. Tell everyone about your channel. I don't know if you told anyone at the beginning, so they can go find you afterwards.
Yeah, so our channel, because our kids went when we were 3 months old and 3 years old, we found it was really hard to find resources to go to Disney, even though we grew up there. So that was stressful, and so we wanted to make it not stressful. So we will help you plan your family trip, especially if you are a parent with younger kids. That's who we focus on. Anybody who takes a trip can go, but that's what our videos do. That's what our website does. You can hit up ridetheteacups.com. Plan your whole trip. Keep everything in one place for free. I don't want to charge people for it. I just want everybody else to have a much easier experience than I did, honestly. So I'd appreciate subscriptions. I am so close to that 1K mark. I would really be envious and grateful for a subscribe. We're actually putting out a comedy sketch this Tuesday. Usually at Teacup Tuesdays, we have new videos coming out, and we will undoubtedly be live streaming from a lot of parks that we're coming up to in about a month here. So we'd love to see you there. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in from the West Coast. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, the time difference, but everyone go check out Ride the Teacups. Steve does a bunch of things. I've seen him do Lego streams as well. I know a lot of my chat watches some of those streams. Very cool. Very cool. Just before I sign off tonight, everyone, just to let you know, I do have social media. You get me on Instagram. There it is, Anthony_Molar, man. I got a Facebook group that keeps growing every day, which is very cool. It's more Disney related, and I put some of my act in there as well. And also, you can become a member on YouTube, as we're up over 31 or 32 in there right now. That helps the channel going. And last week, I don't know if you saw that, Teacups, I did a little thing to help raise money for my channel last week. Every donation that came in last week, I got pied in the face. So I had over.
I saw that. You took a lot of pies.
My daughter was so happy to do that, and I'm right out here where it all happened, and I hosed the deck off afterwards. And
she wasn't gentle with you either. She was getting right in there, man.
There's some hate in there. I don't know why. I don't know why. She's learning how to drive. Maybe I don't take her out to drive enough, and she's getting mad at me. But she loved doing that. So maybe at some point in the future we'll do that. Tonight would have been a good stream to hose me off and keep cool. Have her with the hose out here. That would have been funny. Oh my God. Yes, I did get creamed. I got creamed last week. That's right. That's right. I did. Leslie put your link in the chat. Thanks, Leslie, for doing that.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome. So before we sign off, everyone, just keep your notifications on here because, as you know, this is summertime. As I get shows going for Match Game, it's getting difficult in the summer because a lot of people have plans. And then when I do schedule, things often change last minute. Like last week, we had a lot of cancellations last minute, and that's the worst when you have a show ready to go off. But I know I have a lot of people raring to go on my B list. So we're going to try to schedule some more before the summer's out, but we're going to do a lot of fun things like this as well in between. And thank you so much for coming on, Teacups. I appreciate that. So before we conclude tonight, everyone, we know at the end of every game show, we do the same thing. At the end of every show I have, we do the same thing. We get our scissor emojis out, don't we? Our scissor emojis. That's right. That's right. Because we try to help control the pet population, right? So get those scissor emojis going. Help control the pet population. Get your pet spayed or neutered, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.